Namaste. Soulcraft warmly welcomes you all to this brand new episode of our ongoing chakra series. This is the fourth chakra discussion and sixth video of the ongoing chakra series. You can find previous 5 videos in the description box below, or you can find the entire playlist here on I button. Just hit the I button and you will find the playlist. Please don't miss those previous videos. You seem pretty excited for this series, right? And so am I, sharing these videos, these informative educational videos with you. Our today's topic is fourth chakra of our 7 primary chakra channel, Anahata, commonly known as heart chakra. It is represented by a beautiful green lotus flower because it vibrates at same frequency as color green. Actually, it is deep forest green. This lotus flower has 12 petals, which represent 12 vritis, which are love, harmony, peace, bliss, understanding, empathy, clarity, purity, unity, compassion, kindness, and forgiveness. These vritis are positive and growth oriented. Now let's see what Anahata means. It's actually a Sanskrit word which means unhurt, unbeaten, unwounded, intact, or you can say it's a sound which is made without two things striking. That's an irony, right? That two things struck and no sound was produced. However, it has a very deep meaning. Location of Anahata is center of the chest, and it is said to be near our physical heart. Mudra associated with this chakra is known as Anahata Mudra. Its Bij mantra or seed mantra is Yam, as you can hear it right now playing in the background. So your Anahata is getting healed while you are listening to this video. Isn't it great? And its element is air. The frequency at which Anahata vibrates is 349.2 Hertz. And that reminds me, higher frequency results in color pink. So Anahata is also represented by color pink. Pink is very romantic color. No wonder it's the chakra of love. Pink colors our life and fills it with compassion and beauty. Driven by the principles of transformation and integration, the fourth energy center is said to bridge earthly and spiritual aspirations. Actually, Anahata is the middle chakra of the channel, above which there are 3 mental ram chakras and below are 3 physical ram chakras, which we have already discussed and you are already aware of them from our previous videos, right? Anahata is the chakra of balance, integration. Integration of what? Anahata integrates upper and lower chakras, isn't it? This is the center that allows us to feel love, compassion, empathy, kindness, forgiveness, and unconditional love with self as well as with others. And the chakra processes our emotions in a very healthy way. This chakra is associated to the planet Venus and Earth. Manifesting love on physical plane is also associated with Anahata. This chakra gets activated between the age of 21 years till 28 years. Demon of Anahata is grief, which means grief blocks the chakra. It's associated with the sense of touch. Angel associated with Anahata is Archangel Raphael, known as greatest healer. Anahata is related to your self-acceptance and to love and to be loved. Now, let's see what Anahata does. What are its functions? It's all about connecting and relating. Emphasis is on love, whether it's receiving or giving love. As I said, chakra is all about love. It makes us able to express our true feelings and sustain healthy, loving connections and intimate relationship with self and others. And we are open in relationships. Love is the energy that helps transfigure emotions and experiences. It's an essential element in any healthy relationship, whether it's with others or with yourself. Love experienced through Anahata is not just about romance, but about going beyond the limitations of ego and personal preoccupations. Under heart chakra, we are open to compassion and acceptance of all that is as it is. Because of its location, Anahata is closely associated with our physical heart, chest, our arms, hands, lungs, and our cardiac system. From the endocrine system, gland associated with the chakra is thymus gland, which is governing our immune system. Yes, Anahata chakra is responsible for our immunity. As you can see, all these organs and body parts are interdependent and rely on air and breathing to function properly. Let's talk about association of Anahata. What Anahata chakra is associated with? Well, Anahata is associated with all those meaningful emotions. I will explain you how. As we rise through this center of energy, we rise to a greater plane, to a higher plane of energy. We rise through this plane above the egocentric nature of the solar plexus chakra, and we reach beyond ourselves, expanding for the good of another, for the love of another, and the compassion, devotion. We enlarge our consciousness, we enlarge our sphere, we experience unconditional love. For instance, love of a patriot, love for poor, love for society and people, love for universe, love for Mother Earth. These kinds of love are selfless and unconditional. Talking about Anahata's association with love and romance, it's not same as spotted in our sacral chakra, as sacral chakra was limited and love was loud and limited there, joy oriented, and it was not selfless. When love in sacral chakra crosses the boundaries of selfishness and conditions, it rises up to anahata to manifest itself as selfless and unconditional love, which is free from all boundaries and conditions. It's here love becomes pure and divine. We find the love expanding, uprising, uplifting, upflying, and very, very soothing and fulfilling. You might have heard people saying, I fell in love. My feet barely touched the ground. Oh, I'm walking on the air. I'm on cloud 9. These expressions are commonly heard by others. But have we ever thought about the depth of these statements? To fall in love means to descend into deeper levels of self, into the intimate core of our inner being, which we dare to share with another. Love strips us off from defenses, leaves us open to expansion, open to change, open to being shifted by spirit. Love is an ultimate mystery. We are living in a culture obsessed with power, and we are driven by the need of love. Love in anahata is radiant sense of well-being, radiating out to anyone in our presence. And there we feel this love more strongly for some person than another. In heart chakra, loving becomes our responsibility. It's not responsibility of other person to make us love them. We love them unconditionally, and we learn to unconditionally love ourselves as well. This chakra is ruled by equilibrium and balance. So, free flow of emotions is very important for a balanced relationship. It's easier to accept others when we have accepted all the diversities of our own personality, and we have integrated them into a central whole within the self. When we accept our own need, we can meet that need for other. When we accept our own power, we can meet and embrace that power in others. So the balance in self begins with self-acceptance and unconditional love. Anahata is that center of self-reflective consciousness. Slogan of heart chakra is I love. And the chakra says, I open my heart to live fully. Anahata lets you transcend your personal identity and limitations of the ego, and then only you appreciate beauty in all things, eventually leading to a deep and meaningful relationship. In short, anahata is associated with calm, balance, and serenity. You are able to set healthy boundaries. You are more tuned to self-love and care. You experience healthy relationships like family relations, work relations, and if you feel like you are always giving love and love, that's the only thing which matters. So now let's talk about anahata when it is in imbalanced condition. Anahata can become imbalanced as a result of life experiences that have a strong emotional charge, physical ailments, or by significant changes in your environment. All this manifests as a blockage in the energy flow. If anahata is not functioning properly, we may feel cut off emotionally. We may isolate ourselves from others. We may feel cynical about relationships and avoid them altogether. We may act overly defensive, feel closed down, jealous, fear of intimacy, excessive isolation, antisocial, holding grudges, not able to forgive others, and self. On physical plane, we may experience problem of asthma, upper back and shoulders, problems in arms or wrist pain. Well, imbalance of a chakra can be of two kinds. First one is deficient chakra when it's too closed and getting less flow of energy, resulting shrinking of the chakra as it becomes too closed. It is also known as underactivated chakra. And second condition is overactivated chakra, when the chakra is too open, when energy flow in the chakra is way more than what is needed, and it gets the chakra out of balance. Now, let's discuss the first condition, underactivated chakra. It is when we fall in love or when we are hurt in love, our body gets sick. Any kind of sickness, we may catch cold, any infections, or any other small or big sickness we can catch. Why does this happen? Why do we become prone to diseases and sickness? Because deficient anahata results in low immunity, poor immunity. As we know, our anahata chakra is responsible for our immune system. It goes low when we are hurt in love or relationship. There is nothing more devastating than lack of love. There is nothing more disintegrating. There is nothing that makes us fall apart than getting hurt from a loved one. It ruptures our anahata and chakra gets deficient, closed and underactivated, making you feel withdrawn, antisocial. People may find you cold. You might become critical, judgmental, or intolerant. We get lot of self-worth with sense of love we get. If we don't get enough love, our self-esteem may affect our solar plexus chakra as well. You may be easily manipulated in a relationship. Love is so important to you that you would do anything for it. You may pick an inappropriate love partner. You may overextend yourself. You may give too much of yourself and hope that you will be loved one day appropriately. And this emptiness will be filled. Without love, one may feel depressed, isolated, fearful. They may face fear of intimacy, fear of relationship, and lack of empathy with others and self as well. Well, in this case, we have to take steps of loving first to overcome them. Steps of reaching out someone before someone reaches out to us. We should be willing to take a risk, to speak our truth, to dare intimacy. heal. If this chakra is deficient and falls into the trap of self-victimization, then in that case we are not able to forgive oneself. We may face codependency, relying on others' approval and attention, trying to please at all costs. On physical plane, it may manifest as respiratory ailments such as lung infections, inflammation, circulatory and heart-related issues may occur if heart chakra is deficient. Chest pain and high blood pressure, all sorts of heart diseases fall under heart chakra. In case of overactivated chakra, in this case, chakra has too much of energy which is not needed. It is excess energy. In this case, we give too much of ourselves, too much of devotion, and too much of bad choices in love, giving out our time and devotion to those who don't truly value us. We tend to put ourselves in the role of a savior or rescuer. As we have excess of energy, overactivated chakra may lead to emotions of jealousy, codependence, self-sacrificing, meaning giving too much of self. Let's talk about a balanced Anahata chakra, which is the ideal condition. A balanced Anahata manifests itself with good immunity system, which is much needed these days. If the Anahata is balanced, we make a quantum leap at the point from fiery solar plexus chakra to peaceful realm of air. Natural harmony of mind and body comes together here. They are, after all, one to begin with. It's only our efforts to separate them, right? When you achieve that balance between mind and body, between inner and outer self, you achieve peace. That balance, once struck, can be maintained effortlessly. That sense of peace allows the deep radiating wholeness of heart to radiate it to others as well. Love leads us to intimacy. It is where we take down our boundaries with another person, and it's where we dissolve our ego. A balanced heart chakra has good discrimination in relationships. It is not so hungry for love that it makes relationships with people who are damaging, that have a negative effect. Yet, this discrimination is not judgmental, by the way, it's not condemned. It simply makes appropriate discrimination. A healthy heart chakra is like a heart which has never been hurt before. It's full of innocence, no negativities, no grudges. When Anahata is balanced, there is a sense of unconditional love. You will feel loving, tolerant, open, warm, loving, peaceful, joyful, empathetic, compassionate, kind with others without losing your own center and codependence. You identify and separate yourself from toxic relationships. You make sense of your own feelings through self-talks, experiencing the emotions and identifying the root issue. We all want to achieve that desirable balanced state of Anahata chakra, isn't it? Well, I'm going to give you 13 remedies, healing techniques and activities to heal your Anahata chakra. Before we dive into healing techniques, I would like to talk about something serious here. Chakra balancing leads to a healthier and balanced life. By identifying and understanding the source of physical and emotional ailments, once you identify the cause, then only you can focus on the process of releasing them, right? And you can change the entire story. Soulcraft is happy to train people on self-diagnose using chakra science. It's a complete program taking place online, where we will train you to address each and every aspect of your life. You will be your own doctor. Isn't it cool? Once you address the problem, which started right from your birth or even before your birth, till now, you will be able to address them. Okay, so and so is happening with me because of so and so reason. So, okay, what can we do about it? But, my dear friends, if you don't know where the problem is coming from, where did it arose, how will you heal it? To give a medicine or a pill, doctor needs to know the reason, right? We have to figure out the reason of some ongoing problems in your life. It does not matter in what sphere of your life you are facing the problem, but you will be able to address it. Where did it start? How did it start? How did it worsen up? What can we do to heal it? What are the remedies? What will happen when this so and so problem will be addressed? How your life will be better? So, to cut the story short, we will be training you to read your own life's instruction manual. Once you read the instruction manual, you will be able to live this life more efficiently, meaningfully, in a desirable way, how it is meant to be. Also, Soulcraft is happy to announce our various meditative programs. We are teaching online meditations of various kinds. May you be a beginner, maybe you are a kid, may you be an adult or retiree, you are an employee of corporate. We have a program for you. So please feel free to contact us in case you want to learn these meditations. Well, people who have not subscribed our channel, what are you waiting for? This is the right time to hit that subscribe button. These videos of Soulcraft are great. They are informative and they are educational. Please subscribe us, become part of our family. Let's make an online community of people who are interested in soul work, who love themselves, who know what is self-enhancement, self-love, self-care. When we love ourselves, then only we are able to love others. You cannot serve by an empty bowl. We have to fill our own bowl first before we start serving others. So all those empaths out there, please join the family of Soulcraft. Let's make this world a better place to live in. Thank you for listening. Now, let's talk about 13 remedies of healing our Anahata chakra. First healing technique of the day is meditation. I keep emphasizing on meditation for chakra balancing because it is the foremost effective technique for healing and aligning your chakras. It's very easy to do. Anytime, any day, anywhere you can do it. It's very simple. Just sit straight with your spine straight, shoulders left loose and your chin parallel to the ground. Now close your eyes and take Anahata Mudra. Envision a green colored light streaming from the top of your head all the way to your heart chakra. Now start chanting its Bij mantra. Yum, yum, yum. Keep your full focus on this green healing light in your heart chakra and breathe into it. Any feelings that may come up are feelings that need to be addressed. Acknowledge it. Understand why you are still holding on to it and change the story, meaning co-create your outlook on that situation. Well, other recommended meditation techniques is body scan by green light, loving kindness meditation, let go meditation, or surrender meditation. Feel free to contact us to learn these meditation techniques. Our second healing technique is Reiki. I always say chakra system and Reiki goes hand in hand. Well, a blockage is formed when the flow of energy is obstructed, and Reiki is the best way to get and to keep the flow of energy. Let it be ongoing, let it be flowing easily with the help of Reiki healing. Reiki heals a blocked chakra, balances energy in and around it, and facilitates uniform flow of energy in the entire chakra channel. Reiki energy harmonizes and balances out energy of the body. Reiki energy assists to bring back chakra into its balanced and aligned state. Reiki is one of the best ways to heal, cleanse, activate, balance and realign your chakras. For this purpose, either learn Reiki and become a healer yourself. It's very easy to become a self-healer by touch therapy, or you can take help of a Reiki practitioner. You can take Reiki healings from a level 2 practitioner or a Reiki master. It can be done on a distance basis as well, meaning you don't have to be physically present in front of the healer. They can send you distance healing. Soulcraft is more than happy to send you Reiki healings in case needed. Feel free to contact us on the given number so that we can be sending you Reiki healings if needed. Third healing technique is angel therapy. Now, this is for people who are already into spirituality or they have already learned angel healing. Angels have a definite affinity with chakra healing. You can enlist their help to balance, align, cleanse, heal or activate your Anahata chakra. So which angel is associated with your Anahata? Well, instruct the greatest healer, Archangel Raphael, to heal your Anahata chakra. Invoke Archangel Raphael and ask him to help you cleanse, heal and balance your Anahata. If you have not got the attunement of angels, you can ask an angel therapist to send you angelic healings along with chakra Reiki balancing. They can be achieved in a combined way as well. You can contact us for the same. Next healing technique is yoga. Poses for Anahata Chakra generally involves shoulders and chest. I am giving you some examples like cobra pose, cat pose, upward facing dog, fish pose, camel pose, cow face pose, eagle pose. There are numerous benefits associated with chakra yoga focused on your heart. Fifth tip of the day is breathing. As we know, element of Anahata is air. So air is very important factor here. Do you know we are not correctly breathing? We are not appropriately breathing. You would say, no, why? I am alive means I am breathing properly. No. What I mean here is we are breathing very shallow. Prana is not reaching our lower chakras. We need to breathe deep so that prana reaches our lower chakras, not just middle chakras. So we have to make sure that we do belly breathing. If you don't remember, just try to make it a habit. For some minutes at least, breathe from your belly. Do pranayama, do breath work. Deep breathing will fill your anahata with prana. Most of us breathe from our diaphragm. So let's take some deep breaths. Indulge ourselves in pranayama and various breathing exercises. You can find them on YouTube very easily. It exercises our lungs and move the energy within the area of anahata. You can also do it with conjunction of your yoga and meditations or on separate basis. Our sixth tip of the day is crystal healing. Crystals are powerhouse of prana. They store prana within themselves because they are natural. So you can use them to heal your anahata chakra. You can keep them with you in your pocket. You can use the raw ones, tumbles, or you can get them in your jewelry. You can wear it in a pendant or a ring. You can wear bracelets. You can keep the stone on your anahata chakra while you are meditating. So, some recommended crystals and gemstones are emerald, peridot, rose quartz, amazonite, green jade, etc. Seventh tip of the day is engage in activities which fulfill your heart. Meaning, ask yourself what you really like to do. Connect to yourself. You may start writing a journal. You may engage in self-talks. You may draw something which will bring out those emotions, those trapped emotions. You may do this dialogue thing with yourself. You can write poems. You can practice gratitude. As we release the grief, fear from the past, we come fully into the present, and perhaps we are more able to forgive as it allows us to take responsibility of our own heart and move on to healing phase. We let go of forces within us and naturally find balance. To open our anahata is to trust, to forgive, to love. Work more with your arms and hands, as it's all about reaching out and taking in. We use our hands to reach out and take in both. Spend more time in nature, in greenery, open places. Immerse yourself in vibration of trees. Trees breathe us back to life. Go for forest bathing. Reach out for service to others. Be volunteer to help less fortunate, as it will allow you to change someone else's life, resulting in opening of your heart chakra to compassionate side of your nature. Eighth tip of the day is aromatherapy. You can use essential oils. You can burn them in a diffuser in your home, office, workplace, whatever it may be. You can use these essential oils in your tub soak bath, or you can just put few drops in the bucket of water and just take a bath. You can use anahata incense. You can use and burn aroma candles. You can use it in mopping your floor of the house. You can use it in very different and creative ways, by the way. Some of the recommended essential oils are lavender, jasmine, rose, neroli, etc. One more way to use essential oil is just put few drops of any of these oils, or you can mix two. Dilute it with water or any base oil and massage your hands, arms, shoulders, neck, chest, all this anahata area. It will get the energy flowing in this area and result in healing of your anahata. Next tip of the day is affirmations. Deep breathing and affirmation is a wonderful combination for healing your anahata chakra. I will give you few examples of anahata affirmations here. I am open to love. All love resides within my heart. I am open to kindness and love. I am peaceful. I accept things as they are. I am connected with other human beings. 10th tip of the day is foods. Yes, all green foods, vegetables and fruits are great for your anahata chakra. Some examples are spinach, kale, broccoli, grapes, green apples, celery, cucumbers, avocados, guavas. All green leafy vegetables are great healers of anahata chakra. You can eat them raw, make their smoothies, saute them, boil them, or do them the way you want. Our 11th tip of the day is cultivating some good habits. Appreciate beauty. Beauty in self, beauty in others, beauty in things, beauty in universe, beauty in nature, in art, architecture, music. Try to be open to the idea of beauty. Cultivate the idea of the emotion of self-acceptance as well as self-compassion, especially with regards to your emotions and body. Express your gratitude even if it's in silence. You can be grateful for any possible thing, for any good things that make your life easier and happier. Practice forgiveness deep within your heart. Accept yourself and others the way they are. Practice self-care and love your body. Pamper yourself time to time. Have a good rose petals bath or with essential oils, as we discussed before. 12th tip of the day is sound healing. Sound healing is one of the most ancient ways of healing chakras. You can chant yourself the Bija mantra of Yam, or you can listen to the chants as you are listening to them right now in the background. Concentrate on your heart. Concentrate on the location of the heart chakra while you are chanting. Visualize color green while you are chanting. You can indulge yourself in sound bath. You can listen to the frequency of heart chakra, which is easily available on YouTube. And you can indulge yourself with, in this one, Tibetan singing bowls frequency. It's amazing. You can listen to binaural beats. So you see, there are many ways of sound healings you can indulge in. So just choose the kind you like, and sound is great and harmless, easy to achieve, right? This kind of healing is very easy to achieve at your home. Our last and very important tip of the day is color therapy. Now we are lucky here because heart chakra is associated with two colors, right? Pink and green. So we have a choice here. See as much as green and pink as possible. You can paint your walls green or pink, whatever you like. You can wear green like me or pink. You can use accessories of these colors, pink or green. You can, for ladies, they can wear pink lipstick, nail polishes, jewelry, gems, accessories, handbags. You can use a wallpaper in your mobile, which may be green or pink, whatever suits you. You can get the home decors of these colors. You can change your curtains to these colors. You can use them in combination as well. You can wear more of these colors, your clothes, your scarves and all, jackets. You can use pink handbags, shoes. So this is one way you can use decoratives, you can use paintings. Should you need any canvas paintings like these, we will be very happy to serve you with the same, as Soulcraft is offering canvas paintings home delivery on request. You can place your order or you can choose from our collection. We will be happy to serve you with this. I am displaying the number on which you can contact us for any home delivery of canvas paintings of your choice. And one more thing, get surrounded with green plants, may them be indoors or outdoors. Try to make an environment of greenery around you. Isn't it a good idea? Having understood our 13 healing techniques and activities, I would like to say that this information is for beginners or people who are new to this topic. So, if anything I said resonates with you and you say, okay, I want to heal my heart chakra, I would go for meditation, crystal healing, aromatherapy, color therapy, affirmations, Reiki, angel healing. So it's like you cannot go for everything right away. You cannot involve in too many things because you will get burdened, my friend. You will be burdened by all these activities. So just go slow. Try to feel the energy, try to feel the mood, be easy on yourself. Many people are asking me like, we can do all together or we have to do one at a time or one in a day. See, just feel the energy, feel what feels right for you in that particular time. You can take breaks, take as many breaks as you like. If you get bored of one technique, go for another one. Make a routine, add them in your life, make them your habit. Then only it will start working when it is your habit already. When you are doing those things, those healing techniques unconsciously, subconsciously. So do them consciously till they become your unconscious habit. You understand my point? So having understood this heart chakra, this energy center of love, of unconditional love and devotion, I would like to announce our next video, which is about our fifth chakra, Vishuddhi. This is chakra of our self-expression. If you like this video, please let me know by hitting the like button. Feel free to comment in the comment section should you need any information, should you need any answers, you have any queries, you can feel free to send me email or WhatsApp. Let's make the discussion 2 ways. And if you have not subscribed the channel, this is the right time to do so. Share it with your family and friends. You don't know who needs this information. So, my dear friends, I will be seeing you very soon on other side with our Vishuddhi chakra. Till then, be happy, be peaceful, be loving and be loved. And just be. Namaste.